Should Carrick be given the Manchester United job? Michael Carrick has had an amazing start to life at United. His second tenure at the club, but this time round it's lasted longer and will last minimum until the end of the season. After sacking Ruben Amorim, Manchester United's season was mixed. Signs of improvement were there, but it wasn't good enough. Carrick got given the interim role until the end of the season, and not too many were optimistic about it. After all, he had been sacked a few months prior after failing to get a playoff spot with a good Middlesbrough side. His first two games were the title challenging sides, Manchester City at Old Trafford and Arsenal at the Emirates, the two worst possible fixtures, and things could get ugly quickly. However, Carrick got off to a strong start. A massive 2-0 win against Manchester City left many impressed with him. Now, the first key change he made was change the formation from Ruben Amorim's 3-4-3 to a 4-2-3-1. And he put United's best talent back in the side, in my opinion, Kobbie Mainoo. He's a maestro. Him and Bruno for me are undroppable, but Ruben Amorim wasn't too keen on having Mainoo a part of his 11. And Bruno was finally in his preferred position, a lone cam, like a natural number 10, not a wide winger or inside winger or part of a double pivot. None of those roles that Ruben Amorim put him in fitted him. Heading to the Emirates, where Arsenal were unbeaten at the time at home and had lost I think one in their last 26 against the Big Six side due to a Szoboszlai screamer. United played very good and got a well-deserved 3-2 win. Patrick Dorgu being the standout player with that long-range effort, and he drew so many Bale comparisons, it was funny to see. Another key difference was how solid the midfield looked. Casemiro, Mainoo and Fernandes make a good partnership, and it also helped that he would adapt during the game. United could play good football, but Carrick has made the main focus on reducing errors, which sounds simple, I know, but if you watch Ruben Amorim's football, he was a huge risk taker with his style of play. Carrick got them playing a transition type of football, quick counter-attacks that were devastating, as we saw against Manchester City for Mbeumo's goal. Carrick's biggest test was that, could he prove this wasn't a fluke or a manager bounce as some like to say? His next game was against Fulham, and he got a 3-2 win, due to him subbing Sesko on at the right time, and then also a well-controlled and a well-deserved win against Tottenham, 2-0. 4 wins out of 4, and Carrick was about to get United shunned his first haircut after so long, which obviously isn't the priority, but it was showing how well he's doing, as that guy has somehow made himself famous of this 5 games in a row challenge, 5 wins in a row, let's just say, and the fact that Carrick was about to get him his first win in his first haircut, in his first 5 games, or Amorim couldn't get anywhere near that, just shows how well he's doing. The next 3 games were scrappy, however. United got 2 wins and a draw, again thanks to Sesko's appearance off the bench. Carrick was showing he had good game management and fixed a lot of United's issues. However, a 2-1 loss to Newcastle would cause a bit of a reaction on social media. For whatever reason, Roy Keane and Scholes just don't want Carrick to be the manager of Manchester United next season. Some say it's due to jealousy, but honestly I don't know, and I find it weird the way they're going about it. A former teammate of yours, and you're this against him. I can't understand Scholes. He's supposed to be a die-hard United fan, a club legend, and he's celebrating the loss against Newcastle, tweeting about, oh, I told you about Carrick, and Tonali being him. He also said that they'd been dreadful for the past 4 games. Roy Keane said Carrick could win every game until the end of the season, and he still wouldn't appoint him. Many said Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony and Sancho were a toxic part of the club, but maybe it's former club legends who just need to be silenced completely, as they're bringing too much negativity around the club. I can see their argument, I can see where they're coming from, but I just don't see why they're going about it the way they are. It's also a bad look on them. Yes, they might think Carrick may do well now, and he'll never be the one to take them back to the top and start competing for trophies. I get that, but at the same time you're giving the club a lot of unnecessary negativity when they're doing the best they've been doing in a while. You could simply say, I don't think he should get a permanent role because etc, not celebrating losses on social media and talking badly about him. However, Carrick has responded well since losing to 10-men Newcastle with a 3-1 win against Aston Villa. What I liked about his performance was that his side was trying to control the game and be the aggressors. That's important for a top club, because sides will give up the ball to you if you're in good form, and many were saying how will United do when sides start giving the ball up to them. He's shown he's versatile and can adapt in each game. I like how he's gotten Fernandes into arguably the best form of his life since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer days. He's made him a lot better. But the thing is, Fernandes has always been this good, but he's not been playing in the correct system. This system is the correct system for him, and he's now in contention for the PFA Player of the Year award, rightfully so. He's helped Sesko grow into a better player, gotten Luke Shaw back in the side, and arguably United's best talent Mainoo in the side, and on form again. We could see him at the World Cup. Now, the question of the day, the question of the video, should Carrick be given a full-time job? When he first took over, they were 11 points behind Aston Villa. Now they're 3 points clear. So yes, with the way things are going, and if he can keep it up until the end of the season, he simply has to get the job. He knows the club inside out, he's getting the results on top of the performances, so why not give him the role, then restarting with another manager? I reckon he would do good if he got given the permanent role, as he would care more about the club than most other managers, as he was a player there. The players like him, he's got Old Trafford booming again, he should in my opinion get the job. Let me know what you all think. Do you think Carrick should be given the permanent role as Manchester United manager? That's the end of Ads Talks Ball, everyone. Thank you for watching.